Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. I hope you're doing well. Let's have a look and see what's going on for us at the time you watch this video, what the daily energy and advice is. Take what resonates as resonates with your situation. Remember, time is fluid, so just keep an open mind with how you receive these messages. Feel free to check out any other video on the channel. And thank you all very much for your likes, your shares, your comments, for subscribing, for your continued support. I'm very grateful, very appreciative. I love interacting with everyone, and it also helps the algorithm so that hopefully we can get these videos back to more people, because it's been kind of not great for a while because of the algorithm. But let's see what's going on for us at this time. Daily energy and advice. I don't know how you guys are doing, but I'm glad it's Friday because I'm really tired. It's been a long week. Are you doing okay? I hope you are. You got Thanksgiving coming up. For those of you in America, don't you? Let's see. Oracle energy and advice for my subscribers, my viewers, my followers. My camera's, I don't know what it's doing. I don't have the energy for it, so we're just gonna power through. All right. First card that we have, influence of the past on our current situation. The Tower. Yikes. Okay, lights. Okay. All right. Well, the Tower can talk about, it's something unexpected that completely changes the way things are. We can never go back to the way it used to be. Okay, that's the Tower. It usually comes with shock and awe. It can be a big change. It could be some sort of revelation. It could be some sort of epiphany. It can be some sort of breakthrough or breakdown. It could be some sort of restructure. It happens. It's outside of our control. Okay. It can happen when, for example, we're fighting our own intuition, where we know we need to change something and we don't do it. We do that for a long time to the point where it starts to hurt us. The Tower comes in to just do it for us. Okay. Sometimes it can happen that way with the Tower. It can talk about big change, relocation, status change on a more day-to-day level. So let's see what it has led to in today's energy. Well, that's just great. 5 of Swords. Okay, so this could be a revelation that leads to conflict. Someone getting caught doing something they weren't supposed to do. This could be a structure and a routine that people have a problem with, or you have a problem with. Because it's almost a sense of, I wasn't consulted on this, you know, I should have a say. I did not have a say. Or yeah, again, something happening, someone getting caught doing things they're not supposed to, or I don't know, something, well, it just feels like, you know what, that's the last straw. I'm not going to keep trying to build this. I'm not going to invest. I'm not going to try to rebuild this. I've had enough. I don't care. 5 of Swords, that's the energy. I don't care. I don't care. I want to be done. I don't care. Stop talking to me. I don't care. Okay, that's how impactful the Tower energy event situation was. Okay, it pushed you or someone else over the edge to where I have no feelings for this whatsoever. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to deal with it. I just want it done and out. Okay. Oh, might be a bit of a tense day. Where are we headed from here? Oh, Lord. We're headed towards the Devil. I have to cover these because YouTube. No one likes it. I don't like it. Here we go. Okay. We're headed towards the Devil. In this combination, be mindful that you don't let anger and rage completely blind you to the point where you get stuck on this event. So something's happening here where it's a big shift, a big change, a big structure, reorg, whatever, that we feel very deeply hurt by or about. The thing to remember is with the Tower, it was necessary. It had to happen this way, and at this time, we may not see it where we are currently. But the guidance, the advice is to just keep going with the energies, okay? Don't try to hold on to what is going away, but also don't try to, I know we're not trying to hold on to pain, but you know what I mean? Don't get stuck, don't dwell, I suppose, in the pain, in the anger, in the betrayal. Feel it, process it as best as you can, deal with it as best as you can. Don't bury it away because it will turn into trauma, but also don't just let it loose and act out, and you then become someone who causes it issues and harm to others because you're hurt and angry, which hurt people, right? It's understandable, but this is telling you you can just breathe through this and deal with it in a healthy way. It has potential to turn into something negative and unhealthy in your life, but you do have some control over that, okay? Because for some of you, this is where you try to hold on to what is falling apart, and the message here is, that's just going to cost you a lot of time, energy, hurt, pain, more loss, more pain, because it's something that's meant to go. Okay, whatever this is, if it's a person, if it's a relationship, if it's an environment, a dynamic, a habit, a mindset, okay, it's gone past the point where it's any sort of healthy. It's gone into the point of it's hurting you, whether you're aware of it or not. This could also be happening to someone really close to you, someone external to you, and you're seeing this, watching all of it, witnessing it happening, and then you can give them advice, you can counsel them, you can, help them through it. So don't panic. But yeah, the advice, if you can, is one, don't try to hold on to or go get back whatever it is that's taken away, because it's not possible. With the Tower, it's not gonna be there. It's just not possible. So if it's like a restructure in your job, where they're telling you where you're going to be doing this role now, the role you were doing before that you were quite comfortable in, that role doesn't exist anymore. So even if you wanted to go back to it, it's not there anymore. That's the feeling that this has. If this is a relationship, the trust has been broken so badly that even if you wanted to go back and keep trying to work on it, it will never be the same. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Okay? But yeah, so that's one. Don't try to fight this change, because it's already happened. By the time you try to fight it, it's already done. It's already happened. Okay? And for others, this is again a case of how you deal with, it's like the aftermath, how you deal with the feelings that come up from it. Because you can either bottle them up and they become trauma and baggage, or you go on a rampage, which can cause damage to others, okay? Because we lash out. We may not mean to, but if we don't try to deal with it, I'm not saying control it as in bottle it, put it away, or hide it, or not deal with it, or silence it, or no, but I'm saying manage it, okay? Feel the feelings that come to the surface, then find a healthy way to express them. If it's through art, if it's through being creative, if it's through just going out in nature and just cleansing your energy, if it's taking a bath to cleanse your energy, if it's screaming into a pillow and that's what's going to help you and get it out, that's what you do, okay? If it's going to one of them anger rooms or whatever they're called, and you just smash some stuff in a healthy way, in a controlled environment where that's what it's there for, right? Absolutely do that, okay? But this is asking you to find a healthy way to express, to channel that anger or the feelings of pain and betrayal that are coming up as a result of this situation. Oracle energy. Number 9, Eagle. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. So this is telling us that if we do our best to work with these energies and everything I just said, it won't be long. When the dust settles, okay, and the dust settles faster if we let it settle. Do you know what I mean? If we go with it, the dust settles a lot faster than if we keep trying to fight this change and kick it back up. And you know, there are things we can fight, there are things we should fight, there are things we can push, there are things we should push back on. In this dynamic, we're getting a heads up of, hey, by the time you find out about this, this is already done. It's already done. And yes, we're going to have that impulse of fighting it and challenging it, but it's already done. That's not going to change anything. It's just going to hurt us, you know? So then it becomes, all right, how can I deal with that then in a healthy way? Because I'm hurt and I feel this and I feel that and I need to get it out. And that's where we put our focus. We don't put our focus in trying to fight what has already, it's done. We can't change it, okay? And it's just one of them in life. It's just one of them. But if we go with it as best as we can, and the dust settles, we allow the dust to settle, the new situation, the new dawn, the new dynamic, we have more clarity on it, and we can actually see that it's better, it's healthier, it's got more potential somehow. It doesn't feel like a burden. It doesn't feel as bad as the previous situation did. Okay. But yeah, this just feels like we're being absolutely pushed out of our comfort zone, and the comfort zone is blown up. So there's just no way we can go back to it. And it might be a continuation of the reading we had a few days ago, where we were being encouraged to step out of our comfort zone in our own time, in our own way, and take baby steps, and, you know, and just keep the door open if we have to, but still venture out. This is where, that's it. We're getting kicked out of the comfort zone. The comfort zone is blown up. Okay, it's not there. And it's like baptism through fire, as they say, where you can't go back to where you were comfortable. Wherever you look, you're uncomfortable all around because everything's new, everything's changed, everything's different. Yes, we can have a little freak out. That's normal, that's natural. Just be mindful of how and where you do that and who else is going to be impacted by that. But take a breath and put your focus on, okay, where am I now? What can I do here? Like, what are my options? Because looking behind you is not going to do anything for you other than make you angry, hurt, upset, bitter over something that cannot be changed anyway. Do you know what I mean? So process those feelings in a healthy way, channel them in a healthy way, express them, absolutely, deal with them, experience them, but also release them. And try to focus on what's in front of you, right? What is this now? Okay, what's this situation? How are things done here? Where do I fit in here? What can I do with what's in front of me? Because that way, we truly embrace the energy of the Tower, which is not a bad thing. It really isn't. We perceive it as bad because it's gonna make us hella uncomfortable, and who likes that, right? Not a lot of people. So we perceive it as bad. But actually, if we try to embrace it, go with it, sooner rather than later, when the dust settles looking back, it's usually the type of experience that we're grateful for, you know, unless we remain scarred by it because we can't accept it and we can't incorporate it, then it turns into this devil energy, right? But if we manage it as best as we can and we try to go with it, as opposed to against it and fighting it and getting stuck on why did it had to happen, you know, did it have to happen and all that, which is a normal reaction, don't get me wrong. But if we try to go with it, when we get to the other side of it, dust is settled, we look back, it's usually the type of experience that changes our lives and puts us on a better track, okay? It's the betrayal you find out in that relationship that you thought you were going to be in for the rest of your life, and the betrayal is so bad and it's been going on for so long. You were never going to be happy in that relationship. It is not what you deserved. It's just a world of pain awaiting you because it's going to get worse. So the Tower steps in, universe steps in, fate, whatever, to save you from that relationship. We don't want to go. That's why we feel like we're being pushed out. But when we try to see the bigger picture and we take emotion out of it, we're like, oh my God, thank God that happened when it did, because otherwise I wouldn't have met my current partner who treats me like a king or a queen, right? Or if that hadn't happened and my energy and my money and all my investments were tied up in that relationship and trying to make it work, I wouldn't have the money, the freedom, the energy to pursue this dream of mine, to start my business, to work on myself, to have this freedom, right? It's that kind of situation. But yeah, just take a breath. Take a breath. I hope this helps, okay? When this happens, for some it's happened already and this is your advice on how to deal with it. You handle things the best way you know how, okay? Let's look at our fortune cookie for today. We have luck. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Excellent time for networking. So again, this is just confirming the energy of fate. This could tie in with the reading, absolutely, or it could be a separate message for you. But it's just tying in and confirming that whatever is happening, the way it's happening, it's fate intervening for our benefit, to our benefit. It may not look like it or feel like it as it's all going down. But if we try to go with it, if we let that wheel turn, the wheel of fortune energy, when the dust starts to settle, we start to see what we couldn't see before because of this structure being in the way. Does that make sense? Because this is divine intervention. This is divine correction. We don't have to do that much with it. All we have to do is just try to go with it, right? See it happen and just try to deal with it in a healthy way and see where it's trying to take us, because these changes, these breakdowns, these breakthroughs are happening without us doing anything, okay? You see how you have major arcana energy on either side of this Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is a minor arcana. This is where we have control. So this is where we get a choice. How are we going to handle this change with the number 5? Okay, so that's where we focus. That's where we do our part. That's where we put our energy. Okay, so a bit of a challenging reading. I'll leave it there. I really hope it helps. Okay, let me know in the comments what's going on for you. For some of you, this hasn't happened yet, so you're not going to know what I'm talking about. Maybe you have a hunch about it. Maybe you have no clue about it, and it'll feel like you're blindsided. Maybe that's what you're going to have an issue with. I don't know. But when this happens, if it happens, let me know. And let me know if the reading helped, okay? In terms of how to navigate it. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.